Okay, so we are working on the final review. So part 2, so that's the one that we're doing first, everybody.
Aaron Preston, please call 24401. Aaron Preston, please call 24401.
So chapters 8 through 10. So on this one, it says Chris makes $49,500 a year. What's his monthly income? So we're just going to divide that by 12. So we go ahead and divide that one by 12. Okay, so I get 4,125. Okay, and then we do 25%, so it's going to be 4,125 times 25% as a decimal. We do the same thing to find 30%. So remember, this is for him to find an apartment. Of course, it can be less than 25%, but that is fine. It just needs to be between those two values. So I got $1,031.25. So that's 25%. And then for 30%, it's $1,237.50. Okay. So this one, we're going to figure out the monthly payment. So we have to figure out what the monthly payment will be, everybody. So you want to look in your notes and find the monthly payment formula. So look in your notes in 8.3. So everybody, this is in 8.3 notes. Okay, so the monthly payment is going to be equal to the principal. Okay, so that's the 140,000 times the rate is a decimal. Okay, so 0.0425 divided by 12 times 1 plus the rate is a decimal divided by 12 times 12 times the time. So it's a 30-year loan. So it's for 30 years. Parenthesis. Everybody make sure you do enough parentheses. All over parenthesis 1 plus the rate is a decimal divided by 12, and then 12 times the time, which is 30 years, minus 1. Okay, so make sure everybody, you do N over D if you're doing this. Okay, so I got for the new monthly payment, I got $1,180, and it would be 66 cents. Remember, we round to the cents place. So that would be his new monthly payment. Okay. Okay, for number 7, number 3, we're going to do the same thing again. So we're going to have to figure out the monthly payment. So it's 170 times the interest rate is a decimal divided by 12 times 1 plus 0.0435 divided by 12. And then it's 12 times 25. Remember, it's 25 years, not 30. All over 1 plus the rate is a decimal divided by 12. And then 12 times 25 minus 1. Okay, and that's what it's going to be.
Will the student looking for a Tom and Cheer child packet please return back to the office? Again, the student looking for a Tom and Cheer packet, please return to the office.
Be careful when you're entering this in. I used enter so that I could just copy it, but then you have to go and change everything. So I got $930, and we would round it to 50 cents. How many payments will he make? So 12 times 25. Okay, it's going to be 300 payments. How much will he pay? So we're going to do 930 and 50 cents times 300. So it's going to be 279,150. What will be the total interest? So we subtract the total paid, so the 279,150 minus 170,000. Okay, and we got $109,150. So that would be the total interest. Okay, so this one's looking for the closing cost range, so it's going to be 175,000 times 2% and 175,000 times 7%. So we're going to multiply both of those together. So we get 3,500. And then we get 12,000. So it's between, so 3,500 and then 7% would be 12,250. Okay, so this one's asking how much he should prepay at closing. So prepaid interest, remember, is going to be the loan amount. So the loan amount times the percent as a decimal. Okay, so 0.049 divided by 365, because that's to get the daily interest. It's closing on June 9th. Okay, so remember that's going to be 30 minus 9, so 21 days. So yes, Justin has to pay 21 days of interest. So we go ahead and put that in the calculator. So I got $408.78. So that should be your answer for that one. That's prepaid interest. Okay, other page. Okay, so for this one, how much of the monthly payment will go to interest? So it's just going to be, we're just doing simple interest for this one, everybody. So it's going to be the principal, 180,000 times the rate as a decimal, of course, so 0.042 divided by 12. And that's how much is going towards interest. So everybody, this is just for the first one. Okay, so I got 630. Okay. So this one, annual pension. So remember, so we're going to add all these together. Okay, and divide by 4. So we're going to add all of his salaries together. Divide by 4. So I go ahead and do that. Okay, so the average, I got 52,750. Okay, then I multiply by the years of service. Okay, so he worked there for 23 years, times the percent multiplier of 2% as a decimal. Okay, so his annual pension would be 24,265. Okay. So we're doing the same thing, a pension plan that captures career average. Okay, so they give you the career average of 45,000, so it's going to be 45,000 times 22 times the percent multiplier as a decimal. So remember, make sure you change it to a decimal. Okay, so I got 16,335. Okay, so this one, everybody, it's mortality rate. So all we're doing is we're just going to change it to decimal. So we're actually just going to go to the right. So it's going to be 0.4567%. Okay. Okay, so this one, everybody, we change the percent to a decimal. So it's 0.0029 times the number of people that they have insured, so times 25,000. Okay. So I got 72.5. So we're going to round that up to 73. So they expect 73 people to die before their next birthday. Okay. So Andrea bought a life insurance policy. Her monthly premium is $55. She dies after 2 years. So it's 30 years. She died within the term of the policy. So they are going to receive the full 250,000. So that's how much her loved ones will receive. Okay, this next one. How much is he? He dies after 9 months. Okay, it's a monthly premium of $55. So we're going to do 9 times 55. Okay, so that's $495. Insurance is going to pay the full amount because it's within the term. So they're going to receive the 250,000. How much they lost? So we subtract those. They lost $249,505. That's how much they lost. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, last year the Rubio family spent that much for electricity. They're opting to pay balance billing. So remember, we're just going to divide it by 12. So we divide this by 12. Okay, so I got $214 Okay. How much will it save a year? Okay, so we're going to multiply this. So everybody, this is in chapter 10. So they want to know how much is it going to save. My notes goes that or that's a tough one. Okay, so we do the amount that it costs, okay, times the savings, so it costs 720, so we multiply that by the percent, 26%. Okay, so we do jump around a little bit. I got $184.60, and I'm going to divide that by the cost of the new water heater. Okay, and everybody, that's going to give us how much we saved. So it's going to take 13.77. So we would round that up to 13.8. So almost 14 years it would take to save. Okay, the next one, everybody. Okay, so we're going to subtract the two. So we're going to subtract them, the two readings. So the previous reading minus the current reading. Always put the bigger number first. And then we're going to multiply that by the 34 cents. And that's going to give us the cost. So I get $578.68.
We asked the audience which Tuesday after school closing announcement they wanted to hear, and your number one choice was the closing school wrap. So here it is. Attention students of the school that we call Westwood High. It's 3:30 and sadly it is time to say goodbye. The only way that you can say is with a club or team, or even with a teacher because they all reign supreme. I hope that you have a nice day and leave without a tear. You do not have to reach your home, but you cannot stay here.
That was awesome. Okay, so this one, the first one under 40, 750 is going to be 40, and then for 800, it's going to be this one. Okay, so it's a whole minute, so we're going to use this one. So it's going to be 40 plus 30 cents times 800 minus 750, and we get the cost would be $57.50. Okay. So we're going to write an equation for this. We're going to use m per minute. So we're going to write it's 65 plus it includes 50 minutes. If it's over, okay, 500, it's 18 cents per minute. They have an unlimited plan that's $95. We're going to distribute it. So we distribute.
Oh, it doesn't matter, they're behind me. I can't say right, they're behind me. Well, I look, but the projectors are away. It's an ambiance. I help it if I'm shooting, have to do a commercial.
So I add it to each side, and then I got 120, and then I'm going to divide by 18 cents. And I get 666.6, which everybody would round to the nearest whole minute. So it's 667. So the best plan, if you talk more than 667 minutes, you would want to get the unlimited plan. Okay, we'll go and flip it over. Last page. Whew. Okay, budgeting. Yay, we love this part. Okay, how much do you have for concerts? So it's 600. So we're going to do 20% of that times 20%. So we got 120. Okay. How much do you have for day trips? So day trips is 10%. So 10% of 600 is 60. Okay. Rebecca created her own budget. She has $400. So if she, and 400 instead. So for movie rentals, she does 10%. So she's going to Redbox. So $40. Day trips, she also does 10%. So it's going to be another $40. Weekend trips are 20%. 20% of 400 is going to be 80. Summer vacation is 40%. So that's going to be 160. And then for concerts is 20% of 400. So that is $80. Okay. Next one. Diana wants to have her debt income ratio, remember, at the 15%. So we're going to add all of those together. And so to get her, so we're going to add all those together. Her house payment plus her car payment sorry, you have to keep adding more. And she has student loans. Plus 350. Okay, so we're going to divide all that by 15%. And then to get her monthly, so let's switch those two anyways. So. Okay, so for monthly, I got 11,823.47, and then we're going to multiply that times 12 to get the annual. So if I multiplied everybody by 12, so I'm going to move this so you can see it. So multiply it by 12, and for annual, so $141,881.64. Okay, for this one, everybody, we got it. So we're going to add these together. And we've already done this, so 2,620, 9,440. We're going to take and add those together, multiply by 100, and we got 28%. Okay, so this one's going over fixed and variable. Okay, so everybody, so these are examples that we have. So fixed and variable expenses. So if we're charting a budget, okay, so fixed ones, that's stay pretty much the same. So fixed, car payment, rent, gasoline's gonna be fixed, savings should be fixed. Cell phone is, gonna be fixed. Cable and internet's fixed, insurance, both of those are gonna be fixed, at least for the year. Food and water are gonna be variable. Auto insurance, entertainment's variable, and electric's variable. Okay? You got this.